If you grew up in Nigeria, someone definitely threatened you with Ojuju Calabar. Maybe your mother, your grandmother, or an older sibling who was trying to get you to behave. They said if you don't behave, Ojuju Calabar will come and carry you. And every Nigerian child feared it, including me and you. But almost none of us stopped to ask, where did this thing actually come from? The answer is actually 800 years old, and it has nothing to do with monsters. Ojuju Calabar traces directly back to the Epo Secret Society, one of the oldest and most sophisticated secret societies in Nigeria, belonging to the Ibibio and Anang people of Cross River and Akwa Ibom states. Epo, the word itself, means ghost in Ibibio. The Epo Secret Society was exclusively for males, and its members wore masks, not even Halloween masks, deliberately crafted and carefully designed masks, built to evoke fear and respect in equal measure. The masks were not for decoration, they served real functions in the community, like governance, discipline, and spiritual representation. The Epo masquerade could settle disputes, enforce community rules, discipline troublemakers, and in some cases, admonish adults who had gone out of line. This was an 800-year-old institution with documented history going as far back as the 14th century that ran parts of community life in Cross River and Akwa Ibom states, the way a church or a court might have run it today. The Epo masquerade didn't just stay in Cross River and Akwa Ibom states, it traveled. Traders and migrants spread awareness of Epo tradition across southern Nigeria. Communities who had never been to Calabar heard stories about the terrifying masked figures that flogged people for disobeying them in the streets. But here is where the story changes. Outsiders who encountered Epo didn't understand what they were seeing. They didn't know about its governance function, the spiritual meaning, and its community purpose. All they saw were terrifying masks. Figures who moved through the streets demanding respect and submission. Men who could discipline you, and the answer to rules that most people couldn't fully see or understand. So instead of recognizing it as a sophisticated cultural institution, they called it a monster. And from there, the transformation was complete. The Epo masquerade was stripped of all its cultural context and it became Ojuju Calabar, not a secret society member, not a governance institution, and not a spiritual representative. A monster, something shapeless and terrifying, something that came for children who misbehaved. It crossed every ethnic boundary in Nigeria. Igbo children feared it, Yoruba children feared it, and even children in the north heard of it. It stopped being a Cross River or Akwa Ibom tradition and it became a pan-Nigerian threat for children. It was one of the most advanced secret societies in West African tradition, with over 800 years of documented history. And it became something your mother used to threaten you to go to sleep. The Epo tradition itself never disappeared. In Cross River and Akwa Ibom states, they still come out for coronations, burials, chieftaincy installations, and seasonal celebrations. The broader Epe tradition related to Epo spread so far that versions of it still exist in Cuba and Brazil. It was carried there by enslaved